Hi everybody, Elizabeth Statlander, marriage and family therapist and mental health counselor, continuing our conversation about cell phones and relationships. So, big question, is talking to somebody, chatting with somebody on Messenger or Facebook Messenger, or communicating through all the different social media vehicles, or texting, somebody who, potentially, I suppose, even if you don't think so, could potentially become a love interest. Is that considered cheating? So in other words, there's no physical contact. You might not even know them. No sexual contact, no physical contact, but there's a chatting relationship or talking to somebody when you're in a committed relationship. Is that considered cheating? And there's a lot of debate about this. And I think what we have to understand is that the definition of cheating, which has gone on since the beginning of time, is constantly changing and evolving because we as a society are continually changing and evolving. And it's not like, 40 years ago where, either there was a love child and that's how you knew there was an affair, or it was very, very clandestine and you had to actually physically go somewhere with that person, and the availabilities and opportunities to have these different types of affairs just weren't there. And we didn't have the cell phones. We didn't have this immediate connection and availability to talk to anybody we want whenever we want. And now we do. We can even lay in bed and chat with another person while we're laying next to our husbands, wives, boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever. And I've heard that this happens frequently. So is it cheating? I would say yes, it is. And even if we don't call it cheating, maybe that seems a bit dramatic for some of us, but if we don't call it cheating, I would call it largely inappropriate at minimum, and a betrayal of trust at the maximum. Some people consider cheating to just be, well, if there's, sexual contact. But, then after that, we kind of evolved into hearing about emotional affairs, which are where people develop these, very strong, passionate relationships that don't have sex, but they're talking every day and they're, going to each other instead of their husbands or wives. And now, again, we've been evolving, and now we have it turning into something that's even more difficult to define than even an emotional affair, because there's maybe no physical contact. Maybe we've never even met the person. And yet these, sort of fantasy, I don't know what to call them, these fantasies ensue via Messenger and snapping and texting and all of these things. And, is it cheating? Again, depends how you define cheating, but it's definitely inappropriate. It's going to lead somewhere very bad that will eventually progress to cheating, and is just plain wrong. When you are committed to somebody in a relationship or a marriage, there's no need to develop that type of relationship with somebody outside of that relationship. I don't think any of us would like that. And I think when it comes to deciding what we think is appropriate or not appropriate, we should think about how we would like to be treated and what would we like our spouses to be doing, and how would we like to be treated by them. So when I have couples that come in and the guy says, well, we were just, texting, we never actually, did anything, but it was going on for a month. I mean, that's more than just inappropriate in my standards. So I think that we have to all be very careful about these cell phones and what they open up for us as far as availabilities and opportunities. And we have to think about, how we define cheating, and does it have to be sexual? And I would say in today's world it doesn't, and it's still inappropriate and it's still wrong, and it's something that has become a little bit too easy for us. But always think, if you have any questions, how would I want to be treated? What would make me upset with my spouse? And try to go in that direction, and that should really help you. And of course, if it comes down to it, I deal with this topic every day. You can always come in and see me at actuationcounseling.com. Thanks, everybody. Watch those cell phones. Bye-bye.